Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing an instructional video, an instructional replay cast. I've done a couple of these before. They're on the channel. They're under the Blood Bowl Instruction and Theory playlist. So I kind of got hooked up with Lord Skaven, who is the rat coach. We're doing humans versus rats. And I promised to do a replay cast of his Chaos game, which was the one before this. But I didn't get to it in time, and now the replay is not available. But this one is. This is the game afterwards. He is the Skaven crew. So we're gonna go ahead and talk. This is basically, like I said, these are Rebel coaches or REBBRL, rookie. This is called Rebel, the REBBRL, the Rookie League College, which I believe is the very beginning, the first league they can be in. Not exactly sure how that sets up. I think it goes college and then minors and then majors is what they call the REL, although I would behoove them to go to a different league. So anyway, we're going to watch from the Rats, and let's go over the teams real quick while they're doing setups. Looks like there are no levels for the Rats, and there are no levels for the humans. Well, there's guard over here, which is a great first choice. I play a lot of humans, so Paradise on Earth, you might get some drive-by instruction. For my first flitzer, I always go Mighty Blow, but guard is always a great choice. There's a video on how I build humans, of course. So when you're a rat coach and you're playing against humans, you need to remember, anytime you line up against any team, you need to be like, what am I good at and what are they good at? And if you kind of want to, for both of these teams, this is both hybrid teams, you can kind of do what your opponent is bad at. So humans, in this particular matchup, the humans are going to want to hit more. Let's start with defensive setup. So the humans are going to want to hit more because they're stronger armor, right? They're AV8 across the board, and they also have twice as much block. They also have the guard, although he looks like he only has 3 blitzers on the board right now. One must be missing. So the humans are going to kind of want to hit more. They have the strength 5 piece. They have guard. They got more block. So they're going to want to base and bash you. Whereas rats, you want to play a fast game, especially since your human opponent only has 1 catcher. So he's got 1 move 8 piece, and you have 4 move 9 pieces. So you are much faster than he is, although he is pretty fast. There's one thing that catches a lot of people off guard is how fast humans are. They are the 3rd fastest team behind Skaven and Wood Elves. So let's talk about his defensive setup first. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't mind spreading out the LOS, although usually you want your guys in close, but against a guard piece and strength 5, you're going to get hit no matter what. So this is all right. This save 5, this is a very poor save 5. So what you want to do at the save 5, and rats can do save 5 against anybody because they're so fast they can kind of get to both sides. You want a guy here, and a guy here. That's your front line, and then your 5 most valuable pieces from here line up to here. You never want your gutter runners out front to get hit. Like this is really bad. So the first thing we want to do, Lord Skaven, is we want to take these gutter runners, we want to put them behind this line. You want to take, so what I would do is I would take this guy, because he's a thrower, but in a rat team, throwers really aren't necessary. So especially in the beginning, they're just glorified line rats. So I put him on one side. I would take this other line rat, and I'd put him on the other side right here. And because those are your least valuable pieces. And then I would line up my 2 storm vermin right here and right here. When you do a save 5, the guy in the middle is the least likely to get hit, because that means they have to commit to the middle and they have to go through this line of scrimmage. And then behind that, I would do my 4 gutter runners. 4 gutter runners. Am I missing somebody? So there should be 5 guys back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 gutter runners. I literally can't be missing somebody, right? 4, 8, 11. No. Yeah, so right there, and then line everybody else back up here. Oh, because the storm vermin's right there. So never leave your gutter runners out to be hit. You have to protect these guys. Treat them like they're your girlfriend, your wife, the only woman you've ever met in your entire life. Like, you gotta protect these guys at all costs. So let's start. That's a good thing. Let's start right there. So if you're rats, you want to avoid getting hit. So I like this. Actually, as rats, I actually don't mind even being back, like setting my first line up back here a little farther. Although it doesn't matter too much against humans because they're fast enough to come get you. But you just make sure you don't get surrounded. Humans are going to want to hit you. You're going to want to try and attack that ball as you can. You are faster than he is overall. And then once you get the ball, you're going to want to zoom away. So always kind of figure out what your opponent is good at, and you don't want to that. Rats, you almost never want to bash, but you want to hit with these guys, your storm vermin, just in general. Man, Lord Skaven, you called this guy metal. I'm gonna have to, we might have to rethink this whole cast. You know I'm not a fan. So usually what you're gonna do is you're kind of trying to do a screen. What he could do, Lord Paradise on Earth, he should just hit this guy and stay. That gives him 3 dice on this rat right here. When you have a big guy, strength 5 big guy, you always want to get 3 dice when you can. This is really odd. Ratty the Sage. That's funny. You're gonna lose rats as Skaven. That's just how the game works. So, Andy Davrat. Oh, he calls them all streamers, I guess. So losing your entire line of scrimmage is never fucking good, even as rats. But he gave you a free hit, right? So he's gonna come through. He's gonna hit you. He should always. I would have rather. So if your plan is to hit the gutter runner, you should at least hit him with the guy with block. One of the block guys, because then he's got 2 ways to knock him down. He needed a POW. So this guy, if Paradise on Earth wanted to do that, he should have put this guy right here and hit that guy, and then use this guy to blitz the gutter runner. Hitting the gutter runner, I think, is a great idea. This I don't understand because these guys are all strength 2. These gutter runners have an automatic 2 dice, so he's gonna get 2 chances at a POW, right? He can move this guy there. If he doesn't get a POW, he can hit him again, and then if he wants to, he can hit him again. But losing Skaven lost his whole line of scrimmage, which is putting him back. But he's getting free hits right here, which I love. So anytime I'm playing, you can see his rolling dice. That's good. Anytime I'm playing, I very rarely want to blitz off of a block. What I mean by that is this guy, like I wouldn't want to blitz this guy because he's getting a free block here, and this guy can get a free block if I put money into it. By putting money into it, I mean invest. I need 2 guys to get 2 dice on this thing. And because it's early, I don't mind doing that. Like I said, rats can get out of position. That's one of the benefits of playing a rat team is you're okay to get out of position because you can get back into position so easily. So what I would do is I would plan this hit and then the follow-up hit, and then if that doesn't go through, I'd come through with this rat and hit that guy also, because this is the move 8 guy. If you remove him, like get him off of the pitch, then you are considerably faster than he is. He can't really keep up with you anymore. But this is his one threat, right? And then I would just move a guy over here and assist for 2 die here. And then I'd probably move the 2 other guys over here to assist this guy. And if I can't figure out a way to assist this guy, I would back off. So he does a 2 die here. He didn't move it all first. You should always do your free movements first. So for instance, he should have moved these guys over here before, because he's going to assist this guy, right? He should anyway. So move his assist over here first. Move his assist first. You always do your non-dice rolling action first. It's order of operations, and he and I talked about this. You got to do your order of operations first. Before you roll any dice, do your non-dice rolling moves. And then this one, so what he could have done here is use this guy to hit him, and then pushed him here, because then he would have had a follow-up 2 die, right? The way he did it, if he pushed him right here, he could have pushed him this way again. I don't know if he's going to try and attack the ball or go down pitch right now, but he should just go ahead and take his hits right now. He's already in kind of a screen, which isn't too bad. But he just robbed himself of a hit right there. This is a pathing issue. Don't change. Okay, so this is a pathing issue. You got it there. A lot of times people will just, I want to click this square, and they'll just click it. In the Blood Bowl game, you have to be very careful because the pathing is like the natural pathing is very terrible. So always make sure when you're here, click on your guy, click on where he wants to go. Don't double click it. Make sure you look at it first, because I guarantee he's like, I'm gonna put this guy here, and in his head he thought he was going to go this way. But because he clicked there, the game's like, well, I got to path through this. And it's not a good path. So he could have literally gone right here and not had to do that dodge. And then when you failed the 4+, that was a 4+ dodge for some reason. Oh, because you're in a tackle zone, going into a tackle zone. So as a 4+ dodge, you should not use that reroll right there. Rerolls are like gold. Don't chase bad. This is called chasing good money after bad. Like there was just pass the turn. I don't know what he's doing with that guy. He was okay where he was at. But now he's moving pieces before he does. Ironically, his risky is blocked first because he doesn't have block. I think he's going to blitz that guy. Okay. So he hits this guy, knocks him down. That's good. I would get away before I do my block, but that's just me. He got 3 die. I like that. And got the POW. And the armor break, which is what you were going for. Perfect. And then you're going to dodge there. All right. So you're saving that guy. You're leaving the right side open. To be honest, I don't mind because you lost your entire line of scrimmage. Like, it's not usual you lose all 3 line of scrimmage guys, but when you do and you're already down 3 before you start, it's very tough to come back from that. So I don't mind giving him whole side of the pitch, assuming that he'll go right, and just letting him score. With rats, you have to understand sometimes discretion is a better part of valor. And sometimes when you do that, like if I left this side open, he might send his guy down with like 1 or 2 people watching him and send everybody over here, and you're fast enough to go there and attack the ball. It's modified Olay at that point. So he made a positioning mistake. He put his ogre on these. He based his ogre on the 2 gutter runners, which are 1 in 36 to get away. They just, they get a 1 in a dodge, which is 2+, and they get it twice because they have the dodge skill. He wanted to put, if he put the guy like here on this guy, he's a 3+ to get away with no reroll. So this is super ineffective. Other than he's going to put a cage in right there. Now the cage isn't bad. We could do a cage dive. The problem is our cage dive is with 2+. We don't have the skills to do cage dive right now. So as a rat coach, I'm just going to get it. First thing I'm going to do is get away from this guy. I'm going to make sure I get my hits over here. Although one of these guys is going to get blitzed, probably this guy. Get my hits in over here, this assist, and then I might just like hit one of these guys and just make him uncomfortable. But I like again, you're down 2 pieces because you have 3 removals and you got 1 back. Just try and chip away at him, man. You're not trying to get into his way. If he scores fast, then you're way okay with that. So this is right. He should be basing me as much as possible. Basing the rat coach as much as possible. Okay, so right here, I like moving that first. Make sure you kind of map out your turn before you do anything. This is a replay, so I don't know how long it took before he decided. But he's got a free 2 die here, so it's taking that, right? You bring this guy all the way around over here, and you're going to take that 2 die. And then you can take both of these gutter runners, or even this one, and one of these 2. Put him here and here, and that's a 2 die. And then you have 1 free gutter runner. He can bring all the way over here, and you can hit that guy. AV8 breaks. Like, Skaven hit hard. Like, everybody's been out hit by Skaven. And if he's going to give you these hits, go ahead and take them. Like, people ask me all the time when I'm playing Dark Elves, how do I play against rats? And I'm like, well, I don't base them. I stay away just like normal. Because AV8 breaks. It breaks a lot. So that's my plan would be, as I would bring one of these guys over here for an assist. I bring these 2 guys over here for this assist. I do this hit before I move this guy. I would have taken this rat right here and put him over here because that was going to be my blitz. That would have given me 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, which is awesome. So he's going to take his hit. That's good. On REBBRL. That's a great name. Armor break! Oh. But this is like, if you hit AV8 enough, it's going to break and you're going to get removals. You might be able to even up these numbers. Yeah, I would have done these dodges before I did that block, but it's okay. So now he can, before he does this block, because you don't have the block skill, you should do this dodge, come over here, prepare for your blitz later. The push. So now he can still do it. Bring this guy all the way over here, blitz with this guy, push him off, and then stay where he's at so he can get 2 die on that guy. There he goes, perfect. Just needs to stay where he's at. Put him over here because you don't want to base on your guy. This is well done. All right. Just a little out of order, but well done. And now he's not. So now this was a good turn for Lord Skaven. If you look at it, he got 4 hits. In return, he's only going to take 1 hit, which is exactly what you're looking for. Especially, I mean, both these teams really only want to take 1 hit a turn if you're AV8 or AV7. But especially AV7, you only want to take the blitz every turn. That's all you want to take. So this is really well done. Just keep taking your shots. And he's giving you these hits, right? Like, here's a hit for free. There's a hit for free. Here's another hit. He's probably going to blitz this guy, I would imagine. Yeah. Looks like the richest T is going to take a punch. Okay. So in order to get the 2 die on this guy now, what he'd have to do is use one of these. Either use one of these 2 pieces, either one of the gutter runners or this guy, to cancel this assist, and then also assist here. So at this point, that's probably what I would do. I would even forget about this guy. I'd take this dude. I would assist this. Whoops. I would assist this Stormbreaker. Dodge that guy out. It's fine. 2, 3, 4. Well, where's he going? Okay. He's gonna go get in front of him. That's fine. The assist. Now the other assist needs to be right here. Perfect. Now you're gonna blitz right there. But before you do that blitz, do your other movements. Like don't leave your fucking gutters in contact with the ogre before you do your blitz. Move this guy over here for that, and then move these rats wherever you're gonna move them. Probably somewhere in this area. Before you do this blitz. This is all right. Palm, I would follow just to get on the ball carrier. Although you're gonna get palled right back. You were gonna get hit no matter where you were at, but this is you're given a 2 free die here, which kind of sucks. Again, you should have moved these guys before you did these blocks. But he took 1 hit and he got 1, 2. We got 2 in return, so he's winning the hitting battle. And that's really all you can do is be like, I need to win this hitting battle, and hopefully it backs out. I mean, if he's finally boneheaded, that's nice. Like if Paradise on Earth is married to the I'm going to stall out this entire half, which he should be, although I don't suggest new coaches stall. He just wants to stand and bang with you as much as possible. He's going to push you over here so we can get a follow-up hit. But he might have to break his cage to do that, right? I was going to hit your gutter runner. I like that. And then he should bring one of these guys over here to get 2 die. Or is he going to move his ball carrier? The reason why stalling is hard, especially for new coaches, is there's a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. What's this guy going to do? He's going to take the 1 die. Oh, I got the 1 die pal. That is cheeky. And the armor break. The removal. Man, that's unlucky. All right. That's Blood Bowl. So anytime I'm in contact with the cage, like I'm in contact with the cage right here, I want to see if there's a way I can break this cage so that I can get a blitz on the ball carrier. I think he's right that there's not. But again, before you do any of these dodges, man, put this guy right here so you get that hit, and then line up your blitz wherever it's going to be. Probably if it was me, I'd want to blitz this guy. And the way I would do it is I would put a gutter here, because you're not stopping him, right? Once you're down 4 guys, I mean, even at 3 guys, you're almost at the point where if you don't get removals back, you're not going to stop him. So just focus on causing damage. So I'd probably move this guy right here, move a guy right here, the other gutter runner, and then bring a gutter runner over here to blitz this guy and pin him against a cage, maybe. I would think about trying to set up the surf later. The problem is you can't just stay right there, because if he's here on the ground, and you have a guy here, here, and here, all he's got to do is put one of these dudes right here, and he can surf this guy. So you have to be careful of the surf if you're going to set up the surf, but it's something I would at least think about. Other than that, you're just maximizing hits and trying to protect your gutter runners. If you were going to move this guy over here, you should just use him as the assist. Just put him right there. And then you could use him for something else. This is super ineffective. This is just going to get one of your gutter runners hit. At least bunch them up. So, I don't mind the dodge. Like the dodge is probably what I would do. Remember, you're probably taking an armor break anyway. But if he had gone to this square or this square, it would have been a 3+ dodge. Because he's not, from where he went, we're going this way, you're going from a tackle zone into a tackle zone. So it's a 4+ dodge. Whereas if he'd gone here or here, it would have been a 3+. Now, he'd have failed it anyway. But it should have been a 3+ dodge. Could have gone here. And then back around there. Although he probably wanted to be in front. Like, so when he's setting this up, this guy should have been here. So that if this dodge had worked, this guy could have been in front of the gutter runner. You don't want the gutter runners taking hits. And again, that was probably just a matter of the game's pathing. This is why you want to click on where you want to go, and you want to just take a quick second to look to make sure that your dodges and the pathing is the way you want it to be. He didn't need to assist that guy. In fact, what he should have done, if he was going to do this hit, so like if he's going to put this assist in, like he didn't need to do, he should have brought somebody else over because it would have been 3 die. So the way you get 3 die, again, this is for newer coaches, you need to more than double the strength. So he's strength 2. If he's got the hitter's strength 3, he needs 2 assists to be 5, which is more than double of 2. Because you need to be over 4, right? So he's 3, 4, and 5. That could have been a 3 die, and he might have knocked him down. So if he's going to take this hit, if he's going to use the assist, he should have done 2 assists. He even could have used the ogre. But we're only taking 1 hit. I'm impressed with the way Lord Skaven is limiting his hits. He's doing a good job with that for sure. So right now, as just watching the game, even though I'm down 4, he's giving me an opportunity to get to his ball carrier, and I can see it right now. As soon as he's done moving, I'm going to show you what I mean. Guy's just going to take that hit. All right. So there's a stop. Don't go that way. So right here, there's an opportunity. You're canceling this assist. You bring this guy around here and bring this gutter runner right here. Then this gutter runner has 2 die on this dude right here. All he's got to do is hit him. Take that 2 die and then stay. And this guy will push to here or here. And then you could bring one of your guys around for a blitz. Like this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 1 GFI for a 1 die. I take that all day. Again, so this guy's canceling this assist, right? Bring this dude here, this dude here. You now have a 2 die, stay. And then, well, you might have to use this guy and take the uphill, but I would still take that. The other option is there another option? That's it. Because you're going to have to do a dodge through here. You could even do, so you would have to do this 3+2+ dodge into a 1 die because you have to do this right there. But I'm looking, anytime I start the game on my feet, base next to the cage, I'm trying to find a way to break that cage so I can get my blitz on the ball carrier. Looks like he's just going to take his hits, which is fine. I mean, I understand not wanting to do it because you don't want to risk your team. You've been getting beat up pretty good. And to be honest, there we go, there's another armor break. The armor dice haven't been real kind. He's taken, like the rats have given more punishment than they've taken, but the armor is really, the line of scrimmage really put us back. And that happens sometimes. Happens a lot against like Chaos teams with Claw and Mighty Blow, where they'll just destroy your entire line of scrimmage. I like leaving this guy down. No reason to stand him up. It's a 4+3+ to get away. Don't give him, there's no reason to risk an armor break or armor 7. Again, that could have been a 3 die. But if he scores, we're happy. If we ever have more than 1 turn, I mean, even a 1 turn as a rat is not bad, but if you ever have more than 1 turn as a rat, then you are just living the high life. So one of the reasons you want to save your, especially as rats, you want to save your team as much as possible, preserve your team, is that 1 turn is super easy with rats. Like, it is the easiest 1 turn team. Now, I don't know that Lord Skaven is capable of 1 turning. 1 turning is very intimidating for new coaches. They're scared to try it because they're embarrassed. I remember when I first started, I was like, I got to try, because you're like, the other guy's watching you, right? Like, he's watching all your moves. I suggest you practice 1 turns. Like, this, it makes a huge difference, especially if you're playing a team like Rats or a team like Wood Elves, where it's super easy to 1 turn. Yeah, you'll fuck it up the first couple times, but once you get it done, it adds a huge weapon. So, like, you can play this, I'm just going to stay out of your way defense because your 1 turn is strong and you have a decent chance at it. I think all rookies need to start learning the 1 turn 1 away. It's really not as difficult as it looks, especially when you're using a team with Move 9 and AG4. Like, you can do it. You can do it, and you can do it right away. Go to fumble.fmbbl.com. Just search for Fumble 1 turn guide. It's like it's like OTDD. Look for the guide. There's a rat one. There's a bunch of them. There's one for humans. There's one for every race, really. Absolutely learn how to do that and start learning it right away. Yeah, you'll be embarrassed the first couple times because you'll fuck it up. But you know what? You don't learn if you don't do it. So do it. And I say that because Lord Skaven's going to give up. He can actually surf right here. Well, he can't right now, but he can set up the surf for next turn. This is all right. Do I take the POW? No, put him here. Don't put him there. So what you wanted to do is you wanted to put him either here or here, because he's just got 3+ dodge away now. If you put him here or here, if he stands up, you got to surf because it's a 4+3+ to get away. Looks like he's going to preserve his gutter runner. If you're going to preserve your gutter runner, run up here. There's no reason to stick around. Before you did that dodge, you should have moved these 2 guys. Oh, that's unlucky. You have an Apo? I would not use an Apo on a runner or on a thrower. So that guy's fired anyway. You're not keeping an AG, an armor 6. So let's talk just talk about a couple things here before we do that. All right. So one, before you did this dodge, you should have moved this gutter runner, unless you plan on keeping him here, which you're giving up the score. Like, you only have 2 guys in front of the rest of your team's over here. Get this guy to safety. This guy should have gone to safety over here somewhere. Get this guy, run him upfield. This is a 3+2+ dodge with automatic reroll. So this is 83% chance success. That's what a 3+2+ is, to get over here or to get around and get up over here. That is better than this 3+ dodge to get away. So you should have moved this guy up here, and then this guy did a 3+2+ before you did this dodge. I don't remember if he was on his back, I would not even picked him up. I don't remember if he was or not. So if he was on the ground, I just left him on the ground. But if he was standing up, I don't mind the dodge at all. You have to be careful with the Apo, because your gutter runners and storm vermin are everything to a rat team. I understand he's your thrower and he costs like 10 extra K over your line rat. He is not important, because you can do all your ball handling with your gutter runners, who are better ball handlers anyway. Like me personally, I don't even take a thrower. He is just a glorified line rat. Maybe later on down the road, if I got nothing to spend my money on, which never happens with rats because they take so many losses, I might get one. But he's not valuable. He's just a glorified line rat with sure hands, essentially. So you should not use the Apo there. Save your Apo for your important pieces. There's called the rule of 5, which is why there's a save 5 defense. The rule of 5 is you have 5 guys on your team that you want to save at all costs, that you want to protect them. They have the Apo rights. For our new Skaven team, you have 6. You have both Storm Vermin and your 4 Gutter Runners. And as they start to develop, some will develop faster and they'll have higher priority. But this was not a priority Apo target. People often, new coaches will Apo the first injury that comes along. Just let that guy die, dude. You can replace him for $50,000. Or a loner is even not bad. So that turn, I was really okay with most of Lord Skaven's turns up until there. Especially since this guy could have been served. Just a took push. So what he did was he took the both down in the hope for the armor break and the injury Kaz dice, which is fine. If he's trying to get Kaz, that guy's already leveled. He could just push him. It pushes an automatic injury roll. So that could have been, he could have killed somebody. I'd have taken the push into the surf right there. And this guy gets powed. He should have used the guy with block on it. Got lucky and got the pow. So he could have, because of his position, he could have both gotten 3-die and used block instead of not block, because we left our guy here to get hit. This turn should be mostly about preserving our team. He can actually hit the ogre, which I don't hate. Bring this gutter runner around here. Hit him with the... No, put him here. That's fine. Pile the ogre. I don't hate that. You can actually foul him. You can't now. You could have. I wouldn't have, but you could have. He's going to go and score. So our defensive drive started out very poorly because of the line of scrimmage hits. And that happens. But when you're a rat team and you start off that bad, it's okay to just get out of the way and just poke at them. The rest of the drive, except for that last turn, went really well. We limited our hits to 1 to 2 hits maximum per turn, where we got 3 to 4 hits back at him. So that all went really well, actually. It didn't work out for us. All of our KOs came back really well. But that was exactly what we should have done. You're just trying to limit your hits, maximize your hits back, and maybe you get lucky and you even up the number. Now, we didn't get lucky and even up the number, but we played it right. So, let's see. Now we have a chance to do a 1 turn. I don't know that we're going to. Let's see how he sets up, and I'll tell you how to do it. These guys are irrelevant to the 1-turn defense. So as rats, we only need 2 pushes. Like I said, so it's super easy. All right. Is he going to set up for it? Looks like he's just setting up. So he's not even going to set up for it. So if it was me personally, if I was going to do something like this, I would put my 1-turner right. I put a gutter runner right here. And the first thing I would do is I would get the ball to that gutter runner, because I got 2 rerolls. And this is going to be where he's at the least amount of tackle zones. Right? And then I'm going to leave this guy here. I'm going to blitz. I probably need to cancel that assist. You can either put a guy here or cancel that assist. I'd probably line up a dude right here. And I would come through here and I hit this guy and I want to push into here. And then this guy needs to push this guy into here because you'll have a dude here, right? And you'll push this guy into here and boom, you're right there and you're halfway there. So it's 2 pushes just to get the guy here, and then your gutter runner is right here. And then from here, it's super easy. All you got to do is take this guy, and he's going to push up. What you'll probably do is take this guy right here and hit this guy so that this is this is a 2-die. So you got a guy there, you just boom, hit this guy, push him up there. And then this will here, because you'll be canceling this assist from this guy. And this will be given an assist. So his bad guy will be right here. You'll just push him. And then you'll be right here. And that's a 4+3+2 GFIs, and away you go. So it looks like he was attempting it, maybe? Is he trying to figure it out? The other thing to do is if you're not comfortable or he sets up in a way where you don't think it's possible, you should set up your team for a riot, which is an extra turn. Right? So at the very least, set up your team where you're in a position to where if you get a riot, you'll get an extra turn. Which he did, actually. So I don't mind that. I would have liked to have seen the 1 turn down. Instead, he's just going for damage. Break, but no removal. Every rat code. Rats are hard to learn on, by the way. So let's just remember that. Rats are one of the most difficult races to learn on because they're so fragile. And you're playing down pieces a lot, which is difficult for new coaches. But if you're going to learn on rats, absolutely take the time to look up that 1 turn guide and learn how to 1 turn. Armor breaks with no removals is pretty unlucky. Like you've gotten, Skaven's got a better of the batch dice, but he just has not gotten anything to stick. So. Okay, you don't have, so he wants to do a pass. You don't have to do the GFI to pass. He could have passed him right here. What you do is, people are like, well, if I just click on him, it's a pass. What you do is you're right here, click on the guy who has the ball, and a window will pop above his head, and it'll say pass. And then you go up and you just select pass, and that's how you can pass from here to here without having to, so he could have done it without the GFI. He could have been here, selected the ball carrier, above his window says pass, click pass, and then clicked on the receiver. Looks like he's going to try and hit this fucking ogre. I would too. Take that hit. Again, I like Lord Skaven's drive. Clearly, he had some things to work on, but I like the fact that he limited his hits very well, and he gave his hits back. That's one of the hardest skills to learn. So it's a really good base to go from. So on offense, we're on offense. We need to decide how badly do we need to win this game, or is a tie okay? What I tell new coaches, and I tell all new coaches this, when I personally very first started out the game, every time I got the ball on offense, I tried a 2-turn touchdown. And the reason I tried a 2-turn touchdown is 2-turn touchdowns aren't super easy, but if you can get the concept of a two-turn touchdown, then everything else it gives you a base of knowledge, and it's a really strong base of knowledge. Also, if you succeed, which you will start to succeed more often, it puts you back on defense right away. And you want to be on defense because defense is hard, and defense wins games. If you have a solid defense, it'll win you a lot of games. So you want to be on defense, especially when you're learning. And this is what college is for, is to learn. You want to be on defense as much as possible. So go ahead and score. Go ahead and score and go back on defense, because if your defense works, you're going to score anyway. And you'll win some games and you'll lose some games, but you'll learn skills faster. You learn your defensive skills faster, and you learn offensive skills faster if you always do a 2-turn touchdown. The way he set up, he didn't set up well for his line of scrimmage blocks. Like, if you wanted to hit these guys, first of all, you're not hitting this ogre. So don't even be near him. Take this guy and put him over here. That'll give you 2 die here, and then you can 2 die him again. make sure you set up your 2 dies. Like right now, you have to move guys to assist. If they're already assisting, you take your 2 blocks, and then you move the assister. If you were going to go hard right and try to 2-turn, you don't need this guy. He should be over here. And then you should have a gutter runner right here. And the reason you want a gutter runner right there is because this guy's going to go ahead and hit that dude. Or one of these, whichever one. Probably this guy, because you're going to move this guy. And then this guy's got dodge. If you're going to dodge away from a piece, make sure it's got a piece with dodge. So this is a really poor setup on offense. We don't need... Always set up your 2 die, your hits. And if you're not going to hit him, make sure you're putting a guy in dodge. So this is kind of tragic. But he's set up okay for you to hit. Remember, humans are fast. You can't forget that. So if you're going to try and 2-turn, you should have stacked as many guys over here as possible. Put 1 gutter here and 1 gutter here, in case the ball goes over here. And then put your line of scrimmage guys here, and then you go hit this guy, and then you want to set up a cage back here. Because all you can do, you can just move this guy and then move everybody up in this direction. But you're not going to outrun humans. So it's hard. It's actually a little difficult to 2-turn against them because they're fast. Like, all of these guys will reach you. This guy will reach you that turn, able to base you. These guys will reach you the following turn. This guy will be in your face. This guy will get his blitz. Man, I really dislike using gutters as assists unless it's absolutely necessary. So hit him, but don't follow. No, don't put him here. Put him here. Oh. I don't know why you did that. So the reason I don't like this is you've just given him a hit back. All he's got to do is put a guy right there. And he's got a free hit under dude. Because you don't, if you had stayed, like you hit him and stayed, then you could have put your guy up over here. I mean, it's just like on defense. You want to limit your hits as much, but you don't want to get hit. So move this guy, hit this guy, and then go up here and stay in this area. We'll see. We'll see what it does with the rest of the turn. So now you have to move up. I don't know what you're doing. Like, if you're going to move that guy up, put him right there so you get the 2 die hit. Like, you want to hit him as much as possible. Okay. So he's trying to be aggressive and doing the 2-turn. I don't hate it. That's a little unlucky. So if you're going to do the 2-turn, which I suggested to him, do a 2-turn touchdown. Make sure give yourself the chance to do it, right? A 2-turn touchdown, when you get into super competitive thing, 2-turn touchdown is I have 2 turns to win this game or tie this game, and it's all balls out, right? Like, you invest everything in it. So if you're going to do a 2-turn touchdown, don't split your team up like this, because let's say he caught the ball. Let's say that this rat right here caught the ball, and then he runs up here. He's potatoing. Potato means you're leaving a ball carrier with no protection. So his best case scenario was this guy catches the ball and then runs up here. And then what? All these guys converge on him and he gets fucking dumped. Also, you don't... I mean, that's basically it. So if he had put his 3 guys in line of scrimmage here and these guys here, hit this guy, move this guy up here because you want to hit the guy and then set up your cage. Then you could have put this guy and moved him up here into a cage. So yeah, I don't mind the throw so much if you're trying to push the score. I just don't like the ways that he did all this stuff. And like this is really bad. It's a little bit of work on offense. And offense can be tough, man. I get it. But now you've given him a free hit back because you lined up on him and then didn't assist him. I'm surprised he didn't do the GFI with the sure hands. That I was going to try and hit these guys. Yeah. So now you're kind of in a bad situation. When I say kind of, I mean in a whole bunch of a bad situation. Anyways, you didn't have a good offensive plan. You get hit here. So you've given him, because of this failure down here and the way you set up, you've given him your LOS hits. Like, these should all be your hits, but he's getting them all. Like, he gets to hit him here. He can put an assist there. Wow. Wow. Okay. So you got lucky. They only took one of them. I'd have taken all 3. I'd put this right here, hit that guy, and I'd attacked with this fucking ogre. Because the ogre's got Mighty Blow on AV7. Like, this is a golden chance to level this ogre. Excuse me. So now where you at, you need to figure out a way to clear this ball. The ball is in a very bad spot. If it was me, I would probably do my best to hit this guy and onto the ball and hope for a good bounce. Because where it's at is not good. And if it bounces over here or here, you're probably screwed. But if you leave it where it's at, you're screwed anyway because your whole team's over here and his team's over here. So I would probably hit the guy. This is desperate times, right? You need to hit this guy onto the ball and hope for a better scatter. And you're probably going to have to invest a reroll and dodge. You're going to use this guy. That's fine. Looks like that's exactly what he did. Onto the ball. All right. See where it goes. That is a worse spot. That's the worst. So what he could have done, even though this guy did his hit, he's still available to move after he did his hit. And I think that's something that, judging by this over here, it can be kind of hard to understand. So after he did this hit and he pushed him there and the ball went right there, before he moved this guy up close. So you can get at least a 1-die with this guy. Leave that guy down, probably. I really don't like that. Because you're going to dodge these guys away, right? Do the dodge and see if you can get a guy over there for an assist to get the hit for the 2-die. Don't leave that guy there. You're probably safe because you can see that Paradise on Earth has been taught by somebody not to take Ogre hits unless necessary, which isn't a bad strategy. The way I personally do it is if I have an Ogre and he gets a chance to hit AV7, especially because the Bonehead right here has no downside. Like it literally the plays over here, so boneheading away from the play doesn't matter. If I'm him, I'm getting 2 assists on this guy and I'm hitting this AV7, and there's not even a question about it because I want to try and level this guy because Ogres are hard to level. So, this guy, he should have taken this dude and dodged away. Dodged away over here. Remember, my good friend Soul Dragon always says the ground does not have Mighty Blow. So, if he hits you, he's got Mighty Blow. He's got a better chance to injure you than if you fail a dodge and have to take a break. So, do that dodge. So, we're in a pretty bad spot from here. We're effectively on defense because he's just got to come over here, pick up this ball, and then go back, and he's in the cage. I'll just go right back there, move this guy right there, and I hit that dude. I'll blitz that guy. See that? You shouldn't have done that. Dub's gold. That's what you get. Now, if he had just used this guy, that guy would have been knocked down because he has block. I would have blitzed that guy. And then he should have gone over here and got 3-die. So that wasn't very well on Paradise's Earth part, but he's got the ball. So this game is effectively over. We don't really have the guys to stop him unless we want to take some kind of crazy cage dive. I wasn't upset with the defense. We need to learn how to one-turn. That's 1 in 5+. Yeah, he was doing the cage dive there. So if you're gonna do the cage dive, first of all, I don't hate the cage dive. So a cage dive with AG4 and the dodge skill, it's a 5+ to get in there, and it's a 55% chance that you'll make that dodge because the dodge automatically rerolls. So a 5+ with an automatic reroll is 55%. So that's not bad. But if he was gonna do that, he probably should have canceled both of these assists by putting a guy right here. It's still uphill because you're strength 2 and he's strength 3. Until you get eventually you're gonna take a gutter runner and you're gonna give him strip ball and you're gonna give him wrestle. So the uphill isn't that big of a deal because you're still a huge favor to get the ball out. But as of right now, you're uphill. Plus he's got sure hands, so strip ball wouldn't have mattered anyway. But if you get a 1 in 9 or a 2 both downs, that's good. Or a power to both down, that's good. He's got to take chances if he wants to get that ball out. So I really don't hate that play at all. Make sure you do your other stuff first. These guys should not be online. Like you should have before you did the cage dive. You should have protected these guys because they're both surfable. What he could have done, and you could argue should have done, is take this guy and put him right where this rat fell down, and then he could have attacked these rats from here and surfed that guy. So sometimes you got your down pieces. You got 2 guys over here. Your team is in a bash fest with humans, which isn't good. you're kind of all spread out. You got guys over here and guys over here in the sideline. This guy's gonna get served if you don't run him around. So this game is as good as done. But I think we learned some valuable lessons here. Look, this could have made that. Almost got 2 SPP right there. Now, this is a league. This is a running league, like a round robin. At this point, yeah, I like this. At some point, you're like, this game is lost. Let's preserve our team. Run this guy away. This is a 3+2+. There's 85% to get away. Yeah, this is better. Do this one first. Before you do this one, do this one. That's better. Oh no, 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 no! I don't hate this blitz at all because you can try and dodge this guy away. But why wouldn't you come through and blitz hit him from right here? Like the way you did it, you gave him an assist, so it's a 1 die. If you were here, came here and did the blitz, boom, it's a 2 die because you're assisting. And then you could have gone back up here and then moved your gutter runner out. This is probably, if I had to guess, because if it was me, it would 100% be a little bit of tilt. Not thinking clearly. But yeah, if you had attacked from here instead of here, it'd have been a 2 die. And then you would have gotten away. And you wouldn't have given a hit back because you could have blitzed, hit that guy, and then run back this way. So remember, we're learning the basics here. We're learning the basics. So hopefully we can go through this and be like, all right, this is what I learned. Again, there's a couple more of these instructional videos. I have ones with humans and orcs, and another one with, I think, orcs and undead. One for Carlos Sibs, and I forget who the other one was for. So yeah, I would just protect my guys at this point. Take that out. So what I would do here, I would have selected the window above his head. Like before I did the blitz, I would have selected blitz, right? I clicked on the character and hit the blitz icon, so that when I hit this guy, after I hit him, I can move. Because I want to hit him and I want to go up here. I want to get away from him because he's won the game. Now you dub skull, it's automatic reroll, but you should still do that blitz so you can get this guy up over here and protect him. To be honest, Stormbrimmer are more important than gutter runners. For a lot of reasons. You're only a straight access piece. They get Claw, Mighty Blow. A Skaven team really revolves around Stormbrimmer. Really does. So I want to make sure I protect these pieces. There's only 2 of them, whereas 4 gutter runners. So reroll that clearly. So if you had done the blitz, you'd push him there, and then you could have run right through here. Looks like you're gonna do this blitz here. That's fine. I would just left that guy on the ground. Brohart got a KO. We'll take this guy and protect him somehow. Like you can still move him. All right, don't do that. So at this point when the game's lost, there's no point to stand these guys up and risk further damage. Like you've lost the game. You gotta realize that you've lost the game. Don't stand these guys up. Leave them on the ground. They're fine. It's easy for a failed dodge for you to break armor on a failed dodge. So just leave them on the ground. Just try and protect the pieces you got. I'd have taken this guy and I put him way back over here in the corner. I'd have put everybody else up in this direction. And then I would have left these guys on the ground and wouldn't even bother picking them up. As it is, you're going to get a gutter runner hit. You definitely don't want a gutter runner hit. They're expensive. I like Paradise on Earth. I like his cage. He's done a great job at caging all game. And you want to cage against rats because you're stronger there. Just giving him a hit he doesn't need to give. This would be one of those instances where remember I talked about I don't want to take away free blocks. This would be one of those instances where what I would do here, blitz that guy off, but I'd have blitzed him up here. Ah, nice! And that guy's going to level, so hopefully he gets some money, but he gets double, like a claw. Dead in the dead. That's probably an okay Apo. It's just a lineman. It's only 50k for a human lineman. But you're probably not taking any more damage this game. So there you go. What I would have done, so I would have done almost the same thing. But what I would have taken out, blitz him here, knocked him down, and then used the guy who blitzed, moved him up here for assist on this guy, and I wouldn't even taken this hit. Just dodged away. But you can get both. Yeah, see? Push and you bring him down here for an assist. Hopefully this guy gets messed with too. The level's good, so it's not all bad news. It's not all bad news, Lord Skaven. Make sure you dodge this guy away. Up here. Don't go down there. Don't go down there and get hit. He's not stopping the ball. Take this guy and put him up here with the rest of your team to protect him. If I am Paradise on Earth right now, you don't even win. Oh, he wants to score on that guy. So he wants to score on that guy. That's fine. He's been winning the game, so he can kind of put SPP where he wants and gives that guy a level. I would take, because this guy's standing right here, put this dude right here, put this dude right here, pick whatever guy I need to fucking get a hit on, and get a 3-die on him, and then just go through and hand off. I don't know. This doesn't do anything because if he doesn't catch the ball and it bounces back to him and onto that guy, it's game's over. So if you're trying to protect against the failed handoff, this dude should be in the end zone. Like, it should be right here or right here. So if this guy muffles the handoff, it's a chance it goes to him and he gets another chance to catch the ball. He's going to throw the ball because he's ballsy. Okay. All right. I guess he wanted 1 SCP on that guy. Is this guy close? Oh, so 1 SCP would have... He's trying to get 2 levels at once. I'd do the same thing if I were him, probably. 1 SPP would have leveled him, and the catcher catching the ball would have leveled him. This is all fine. You hit him again. Hit him with the gutter runner. If you hit him with this guy instead, you would have had a follow-up 2-die. Without moving anybody. That's fine. Should have done that a long time ago. No! Don't do GFI! You deserve that guy to be injured. There was absolutely no reason to do GFI right there. And you'll see this happen a lot. The game will be over and people will be like, oh, I'm just screwing around. I'll just do the GFIs and get as close as I can. If you fail a GFI, you take an armor break. I've seen people, when the game was completely over and they had no chance of winning, be like, oh, I'm just going to rub my guy close, like pretend I'm doing a 1-turn, and I'm going to do the GFIs. I've seen them fail the GFI and kill their player. There's just no reason to take that risk. Don't roll dice you don't need to roll. He's going to go there, he's going to pick up the ball, and he's going to try a 4+ pass. Yeah. 75% chance into 1 and 9, and that's the game. Alright, so I think we learned a lot there. I like the defense. We need to learn how to 1-turn. We need to learn to prioritize our turn order a little bit. And we need to work on where to give assists. Like, we need to do our priorities. We need to do our safest rolls first. So you do your moves that don't require a dice roll. Then you do your safest dice rolls in order. We need an offensive plan, a little bit better offensive plan. That lineman that got the ball, that kind of sucks. Check out our stats. So look, he only got 22 blocks, which is amazing. These are both good numbers, to be honest. But he didn't have to get that many blocks. So we got 10 more blocks as our rats. We got 10 more blocks than we gave, which is fucking awesome. Really well done. The KOs, the injuries didn't go our way, but that happens. That happens a lot with AV7. As you start getting Claw Mighty Blow, those will start going your way. But this was really well done. 32 blocks succeeded to only 22 given up. Like, I can't stress enough how amazing that was. That's really well done. We just need a better offensive plan. I don't think we need to go through these dice rolls too much. Like, I didn't feel like it was a dicing at all. Fiction spinner. 14 skulls to 10 pows and 26 sixes to 12 ones. Yeah, I thought he was right. So that game was winnable. It was also tieable. Our offensive plan was really poor. We need to learn how to 1-turn. But in general, there's a lot of good there. I mean, clearly there's things to work on, and it's frustrating to lose those games. But there was a lot of things that I really liked there. We need a little bit better 2-turn offensive plan, and we need some better turn prioritization. Can we look at his team and see what he got for the level? We sure can. So he got Mighty Blow. So we got a normal, and he got a gutter runner who got block, which I don't mind. The next one, so with gutter runners for me, I alternate block and wrestle, block. So block, wrestle, because then I'll make 2 sackers and then 2 ball carriers. So we're looking good. This guy will throw 1 pass, like on your offensive drive next game. Take this dude and throw a pass to one of these other gutter runners, and that will give him a level. You don't have to score touchdowns on him. Try and get 2 touchdowns on one of these 2 guys. As rats, it's easy to score, so you should be scoring often because you're trying to level, and also you're learning basics. This guard piece is great. It's awesome to have guard on line rats. You kind of almost need to feed this guy touchdowns to get him blocked, though, to protect him a little bit. Did not replace the thrower, which I like. He's got 40k, so I didn't have enough anyway. I don't believe in throwers on rat teams. They're not my jam. If you want to watch rats and I sent him this already. Go check out Luminous Lights channels, www.twitch.tv/luminous_light. Great rat coach, really great rat coach. He plays the rats in the REL, and he's also doing a CCL run with rats right now. And a lot of those are on the videos, and so you can see that team from the very beginning. I would definitely check that out. Like I said, a lot of good things to work with. Hopefully you guys learned some things. If you have anything you want to add, comment-wise, please throw it into the comments below, and we will check it out. Remember, these are brand new coaches learning to play the game, so constructive things only, please. Thank you very much for watching. See ya!